It's the Caitlin
In terms of pack one, pick ones, I think Workshop and Hullbreacher are the standouts. And only Workshop if you're like in the mood to draft Workshops. Fractured and Crocus are both great, but I think you just take Hullbreacher over them. Maybe Crocus is fine if you have a white preference. If you like Boros, that's the card. This is not an inspiring follow-up to a Workshop. At least we've got some artifacts here. I'm not huge on Nexus, but it can be a nice backup for Tinker decks. Way to cheat out Portal if you draw it. Can you use Workshop with Candelabra? So Candelabra can untap Workshop. It cannot use Workshop mana to untap itself. So if you had a second land in play, then you tap Workshop, use the other land to... Hello, Mox Opal. Yeah, Metamorph is great. It'd be a great pickup if the Opal was not here. Yeah, if you had another mana, Candelabra, in the Workshop, you could get up to 6 with it. Oh, show it up. Hey, Triflin. Thanks for getting a sub. To Average Joe 40. Congrats, Average. That's a total of 520 gifted subs, friends. That's a lot of subs. There's a card. Hey, Rats. Hope you had a good stream. Let's still take Mana Leak here. I often take Cryptic in case I end up mono blue and it never happens. I'll do it again. Yeah, definitely the Academy waiting room. More fast mana would make this Mox Opal a lot better too. You got up some cubing, nice. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling myself today, but I did convert a couple drafts, so can't be playing that poorly, huh? The Blightsteel Wheel is a really good sign. It means nobody else has their eye on my Tinker. Oh yeah, Generous Plunder is vicious against the Artifact deck. Had a few 64-person runs ended thanks to that card. Just summon the card. Yeah, let's summon him a little bit. Do some mouse wiggling. The Academy Mouse Dance. That does sound like a great time, Drexy. What's everyone's favorite card from the spoiler season? I haven't really looked at the spoilers. I don't know if there's anything like sweet for Cube and stuff. Older formats. Yeah, a lot of people are really excited about Ugin. Specifically Tron players. The Dargon enchantment? Yeah. That card looks so fun. The fat dragon with Storm. There's a dragon with Storm. Hold the phone. This is maybe a bad way to find this. Yeah, there's 40 different cards with Storm in the name. Alright, this isn't going to get me there. Oh, yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. And there's a Dragon Mox. Even if it ends up being like hot dog shit, which is very likely, that's still sweet, right? That was like a very cool box. Little ballista action here. Suppose. Your favorite is Rot Curse. something. Oh. 2 mana for a 5/5 trampled decay. Huh. That's fucking interesting. Look at it ponder and top here. I think I'm going with that top. That's what I'm doing. Topping around. Colonnade's almost interesting. I end up blue-white in these decks a lot. Sweepers play well. Balance plays well. I don't think I'm interested in show and tell. I'll just grab Talisman. Not the best set for cube so far. Lots of 3-color cards and Dragon Synergy cards. Yeah, okay, so not the best for vintage cube, huh? Dragon Tribal in a cube sounds awesome to me. If we had the Academy, I'd like Golos, because it's a nice way of finding the Academy off Workshop. So I'm gonna grab Karn. Karn's like something to do with all these artifacts. I read a deep thread of cube curators talking about how they didn't typically like tribal type cubes because they can get kind of parasitic. People just get like locked into their lanes and they don't have a lot of interesting decisions in the draft portion. I think that might matter a little bit less for like a really powerful cube though. You're already like locked in a certain number of picks, taking your Black Lotuses and everything. I think there needs to be, like, for a tribal cube to work, I think there needs to be ways to, like, mix and match the tribes. Have cards have synergies across barriers and such. Different ways of putting things together. Anyway, I was just thinking about it because we mentioned Dragon Tribal as a cube thing. Dragons vs. Angels cube. I'd play that fucking cube. Yeah, Forensic Gadgeteer would be sweet. This is our Talisman, but we're going to take Portal. And now this is officially the Tinker Waiting Room, huh? It was already the Tinker Waiting Room, but now it's really the Tinker Waiting Room. This guy looks like kind of fine. Nice Skolos Whale. Your friend has a travel cube, but also includes party stuff, so you care about both the class and the creature type. Okay, interesting. It's hard for me to keep party stuff in my mind. That mechanic never really sank in for me. That's a cool idea, though. And before someone else already grabbed Tinker. They might have, but, like, Blightsteel Colossus wheeled Impact 1. So, like, they would have seen the Blightsteel Colossus pass. That's just weird. Just weird for them to take Tinker after that. Some Citadel deck might want it. Yeah, this is not what we were looking for. Just a just a pile of shit. No Moxen, no Academy. I'm gonna take the Monolith, try wheel that Thopter Foundry hum. It is pretty pleasant off Workshop. Plays well with the Upheaval. That's a pretty good key deck. We've got Sensei's Dividing Top. They can turn into a draw engine. We have Basalt Monolith we can get mana out of. Yeah, wrong busted land. Sometimes you get Academy kind of late in pack 3 because you've been cutting the stuff. Nobody else can really use it. What's the top key interaction? So you tap top to draw a card, and then you respond by untapping it with the key, and then you tap the top to draw a card. So you draw the top card, and then the top will draw itself. And then you can replay the top and spin it and stuff. Memory's got a key with top. I think I'm just grabbing Warp here. They could use an Urza too. Yeah, Urza's like a backup Academy. Didn't get an actual Academy. Here's your Urza. Brutal. We're taking a Jace. The Vista's a little bit better with the top here. A little spin action. I think I like the Jace. Yeah, I'm supposed to be taking Wrath, Other fetch was a little better because it was actually fixing. Do I have the talismans to activate Golos? I think so, with the Mox Opal here. I don't think I have the mana for a Dax Splash, but I can still bring it in the mirror. I don't know, I want to play white just for Portable Hole. I did have a good weekend, Maxwell. I did indeed. Thank you. Hope you did as well. Oh, we're like pretty short on playables if we can't play the Blightsteel too. Hey, Maxwell, thanks for 17 months. Max says, good vibes, getting married in less than a month. Super excited. Very cool. Good luck. Yeah, I think it's more like 4 months for me. Also very excited. Not to make it all about myself here. Yeah, I hope everything goes well. Hope your friends and family have a good time. Oh, this pack has been absolutely atrocious for us, This Greaves would be so interesting if we had Tinker, and we super don't, The fucking Cradle came back. Oh, the Thopter Founder returned. I don't have anything to do with it, but it did return. I'll take Mightstone here. How does this look? If you leave in Portal. That's really not a good Greaves. There's just not that many creatures. Let's go with the Karn tokens, I guess, in the Battle Sphere. Might be better to play 18 lands. Maybe I was supposed to play that Oath of Druids. Play the Oath and the Blightsteel. And then if you whiff on the Blightsteel, you're hitting Ballista or Golos. Maybe like cut the Ballista. Think about Ulamog for Oath and Nadu for Greaves. Let's just make the Greaves good. Probably should grab that Wrath. Yeah, I have a green producing Talisman, a Misty Rainforest. This Candelabra looks really bad. A lot of fatties for Oath. Yeah, but you have to actually draw the Oath. And if you're playing Oath, then you're not playing the Golos and the Ballista. And then the Nadu becomes bad. I think you play either the Nadu or the Oath. I don't think you really play both here. I think the Nadu's a little bit better. We have Beans. We do have up the Beanstalk. Maybe I should be playing that. We've got a solid number of things that trigger it. You're not big on Oath in general? I am big on Oath, but it needs to be like a consistent thing, not like a... It's like a build round, you know? It's hard to fall into Oath. We have no ways of tutoring for it, and that's like pretty important to like get it down, or have like backup ways of cheating things out. Somebody pointed out that I do have Nexus of Becoming here, which is sort of that. Another way to cheat things out. It does just cheat them out as 3/3s though, so like it's not very good with Blightsteel or World Spine Worm, the Nexus. It's just good with like Archon and Atali. I don't like this opener at all. I don't actually know if it's better than going to 5. You go to 5 and like have a workshop, right? a good sign. Milling the Mox. Milling the Mox probably means that they have enough mana already. So they were looking for action. It's a good sign. Well, that's a lot of damage. Come on, huh? Really wanted to hit a land here. Let's set up for Upheaval next turn. So this attack should put me to 4. They stack their triggers, right? They did not. So I should go to 6 then. So Mightstone, Wingstone, kill hero, play Ballista. Well, the Lilion would just edict the Ballista. Oh. That's about right. I did bin a land, but I don't know. If I'd kept the land, I would have been like a Talisman, I think. I don't think it would have worked out very well. Bean's getting a little worse, Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore, Beans. Upheaval's like kind of whatever. That's cool. I needed cuts anyway. Oops. Wrong card. The little thing in a Nadu isn't particularly exciting. I'm just going to cut it. And then I'm not sure about the Greaves. I guess I'll leave them in due to lack of better options. This opener kind of makes it look like we have a deck that has good cards in it. It's a filthy fucking lie, but it does sort of give you that impression. Yeah, this is probably the worst artifact deck I've drafted in a while. Really high contrast to the last one that I drafted, which is maybe the the best artifact deck I've drafted. Sure. Got me. Yeah, this board is a good example of like why I like putting sweepers in this sort of deck. At least we'd be like drawing towards something. Some way to even this up. Lauren's nasty. At least it didn't hit Oath of Druids, huh? Assuming that that's a card that I can draw. How many dorks is too many in your cube deck? Really depends, Air. That's one of those that doesn't have like a solid answer, right? This deck sucks so hard. No offense, deck. Some offense, maybe. And if you play a lot of dorks, have that tip you towards less lands. Am I up for a stip after this? I don't think so, Eric. I've been no-stirring stips all day. This might be my last draft of the day, too. It's a little early, but my brain has not been amazing. That doesn't feel great. Tomorrow will be better for sure. Wow, up the beanstalk, getting a counter. Look at that. Such a fun track. I'm gonna draw my card for the turn, spin top. Try and make some land drops. Then I think I'm gonna shuffle away that portal. Although playing the artifact on 2 here could be good. Give the key something to do. Everflowing Chalice. Yeah, we just untapped and drew Chalice. Run it out on 2, and then untap with key, and then play Karn. I guess that'd be okay. I think I just want to play Golos. I'm just gonna fetch. Just gonna fetch and play Golos. I like how the Greaves is so bad in this deck. Yeah, my deck sort of works if I have if we got in the Academy hum. And then it becomes actually good if you have the Academy and a few mocks in, but we didn't have any of that. We didn't even get an Urza. Opponent has a better artifact deck than we do. Yeah, I mean, so far all we've seen is an Urza in terms of the artifact deck. Everything else has been counters. Urza all they need. Counters and mocks in, sure. This is a loser's bracket, double mocks. Double mocks stuff. It's not a very good Jace, is it? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, their win cons for the all counters deck. Certainly on point. Teferi and Urza both help you hold up counters. Alright, no changes. Not gonna lie to y'all, I think it'd be a minor miracle if we pulled off this match win. Well, this looks like a hand. Sure. Oh, shoot, what up? Hey, Attila the Fun, thanks to the sub, thanks to 14 months. Alright, I'll play my damn Karn. Pretty glad I didn't slam that into the subtlety, huh? Hull Breacher. Don't like that. Now, these things very much look like they're gonna play some draw sevens. If I get in the land, I can go Nexus into Battlesphere. And then the construct will be very large. Fucking 11-11. And now the portal, assuming we untap with it, can bring back Hull Breacher or Urza, whichever we think is better here. Using that 6th mana I gave him for Spiral, sure. I just made you like Nexus. That was about when I started liking Nexus. When someone played a Nexus and put up Portal with it, I was like, okay, all right. I am slightly less of a hater now. Probably shouldn't have let him draw there. Well, we won a game. Was that our first one? I think that was our first game win. Oh, why aren't I bringing in deck fading, huh? I talked about it. I talked about it during the draft portion. Yeah, like I said, my brain is just no good today. I think one of the talismans produces red. Yeah. And then the Mox Opal. You want like a couple mountains though. Got like Cryptic. And Greaves is no... Well, if we're cutting Greaves, then you can't play Nadu. Let's got Beanstalk. Excuse me. Holy shit. Mishra's Workshops is in this deck. What would a fair version of Mishra's Workshop look? Spend this mana only to activate artifact abilities. They've got like a billion counters, so there's no way this is resolving. Yeah. Get that Nadu on top. 3-4 matching up well against a 3-3. We can use key to make the Nadu unblockable, I guess. Draw some cards. Very slowly, like. Not sure if I should hold on to this island for deck fade and loots. I'm gonna play it out. So that seems good for me. Glad I played my land last turn. If you wait a turn, you get a bit more mana. It's better if they have Spell Pierce specifically. I'm just going to cast, though. Because you wait a turn, you're letting them untap, too. And get another draw. Oh, that's clever. How good this would this be if we had an academy to grab, We just super don't. So the Manifold Key can untap the Golos to get a Nadu trigger. That's what they're pointing out. Instead of 3 mana to make something unblockable. Wow. The opponent's deck was much better than mine. Multiple Moxes. Urza. Bunch of sweet counters. Got me. Yeah. Oh, they've got things. Got me. I was planning on slamming Nexus here and then time warping with Nexus in play. Could have been some nice value. But then you're playing the City of Traders out kind of early, Shit, it resolved, Nope, not really. Their time walk only took 2 mana. Mine cost 5. That's not fair. Yeah, I think Upheaval is one of the least intuitive cards ever made, Mark. I don't think you're alone there. Oh, the Beanstalk drew a card. How about that, huh? How about that? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Dragon Bear 1982, thanks for the 39 months. Not a very good attack, huh? With the One Ring over there. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's not my best day. We all have them. I'm pretty happy to got a few trophies in there. I didn't think that was going to happen. I started today by tapping an Ancient Tomb to play a Phyrexian Metamorph with no things to copy and play. And I was just staring at this sweet bear in my hand that I'd meant to play instead, and just like, yep. Alright, gonna be one of them days. Gonna be one of those. One more Ballista counter. Can kill the Auto Tomb. Keep them off Nightmare. How many lands do you go into when you have like 5 or 6 mana rocks? It depends on the deck. So like this deck has like some very expensive cards we're trying to ramp into, and like for Workshop to be real mana, it needs to have artifacts to put into play. And we're playing with Upheaval, which, you can just have all the mana in the universe with that fucking card. Hey, there we go. That's why we didn't scoop. Let's play that now. And the Beanstalk value again. The one I had on YouTube a few days ago was very good, Mr. Selman. I don't think this one is particularly good, but that one was something special. Maybe one of my best of all time. I guess I'm supposed to play Ballista. I was thinking about playing it next turn and triggering the Beanstalk, but I guess I don't need that. Just kill him with 3/3s here. Oh, the portal got better. They've been Grave Titan. Maybe this turn. Probably should have held the Mox Opal for more Nexus fodder. I'll be very surprised if we pull off another W with this deck. It's an interesting looking Nadium. Very good chance I'm supposed to leak here. Thought they might just reanimate something. Nice. That mana drain's gonna give it a lot of mana, huh? I guess that's what it does. Gross. The double counter. If the JC resolved, I would have bounced the Otter there. Yeah, so the issue here, they get the Titan in play, but they have so much mana left over, and they can cycle it out if they want, then Jace bounce isn't very good. That's a pretty big issue. Silly what I would do if I was them. Yeah, they can even loop it one more time. Oh, I'm just gonna pack here. Maybe you win if you rip, like, Greaves into Runner Land into Upheaval. That would have been insane if there's a fucking Upheaval there. Pardon the yawn. Appreciate the pardon. Nobody gives enough pardons these days. Sick of your shit, Otter. I think Karn should have upticked. It's a little vulnerable to click flash in. Oh, they didn't have one. I think it still should have upticked there. Have I ever forgotten to take all my non-basics out of my sideboard? No, I have not. A lot of people don't do that thing that I do, where I like put them in the board to get a more accurate count on my main deck. If you ever run into a spot where you do that on accident, I would seriously consider just not doing that. You don't have to. It's like a pure preference thing. Wow. Very rare that a Might Stone gets to pay for its own spell pierce on itself. Let's see if the Chalice to trigger Beanstalk next turn. Something's got to do it. Oh, this is kicker. This doesn't work with Beanstalk at all. Hilarious. So we got black, green, blue. One other. We're missing a color, huh? We're missing a color for Golos. Damn. Kind of an awkward spot. We attack in, right? And they have to block 2 things. But if you just let them attack, then they attack, make tokens, and then get to do the thing. Actually, what if we let them attack, huh? They get some tokens, and then the Battlesphere drains? Yeah, whatever. It's kind of how I was expecting them to block. Getting some Grave Titan loops in, sure. Gonna get a really important decision here with my Karn uptick. It was very necessary for the value. Oh, they didn't want to. They didn't want to play anymore. I was just gonna play the Golos and spin it, because we could play the Mox Opal again and then use it for the missing color, whether it was red or white. And I think we probably would have played a couple other cards too. It was a very valid concession on their part. Well, I did not expect that deck to 2-1. I think that was squeezing a little bit of blood from a stone there, Fucking aim. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night. Tomorrow, we have a guest at 7 Central Time. Should be a good time. He's going to help me draft the most powerful